If there's one thing you need to know about me, it's that I love lip balm. So if I'm gonna buy a lip balm, I'm gonna buy an eco-friendly one. I'm here again with another 5 different brands that I'm gonna be comparing head to head and let you know which one of these is my favorite. You can check out part 1 above. Hello everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all sorts of things, 0 waste, focusing on free, easy, and fun ways to live low waste. If I talk a little bit too fast for you, there's a gear icon right down here. Now I'm very excited for this iteration because the first review I did of lip balm, there was a lot of them in plastic, which, spoiler alert, you can still use plastic sustainably. Of course, it's not the most sustainable material. I'm not trying to like hype up plastic, but all of these today do come in paper and I'm excited to talk about them. We're gonna go in chronological order and then I'll let you know my favorites at the end. So the first one of this bunch that I have tried is from Eco Roots. They sent me something. What did they send me? Oh, they sent me a deodorant to review in this video and they included a bunch of lip balms and I was just like, wow, that's so nice. And I have to say, I do really like the lip balm, but this is easily my least favorite packaging. Here's, if you can see that, there's the lip right there. The lip is so small, so the lid has a hard time staying on sometimes. Of course, it's not gonna be finicky when I show in the video, but also a big pro of this one is the size of the tube. Some of the other tubes are really long and I'm not able to push them all the way up. This one I can push all the way up because the tube is nice and small and it goes down really easily. They have several different flavors, strawberry, mint, I think they had a plain one, and they sent me a 4th one that I don't remember. And I enjoy using it. I find it moisturizing. The texture is very, very smooth, very, very velvety, but I can't say it's that hydrating for that long. I find that I have to apply this several times throughout the day, but it is smooth. It's a nice consistency. I like the variety of flavors. Homemade, cruelty-free, 100% compostable. Is it vegan? It does appear to be vegan as well, so something to keep in mind with this one. I love how compact it is, but quite frankly, because of how easily the lid comes off, I don't really feel confident like taking this with me to travel, to put in my purse. So this one does stay on my desk because of the very, very tiny lid. After that, I have Sustain Yourself, another brand that I asked for some deodorant to review in that deodorant review video, and they threw this in out of the kindness of their hearts, and I am in love. I love this lip balm. My bar was low because it's peppermint flavored. I don't really love peppermint flavored lip balm, and I'm also just not really a fan of cardboard tubes. Honestly, all 5 of these, the tubes are great. A lot of the tubes that I reviewed in part 1 of this little series, I guess, the tubes were not good. The tubes were hard to push up, it was hard to take the lids off, hard to put the lids back on. All of these tubes are excellent. My only critique with this one though, is because the tube is so long and also so narrow, that's as far as I can push it up. That's only about here. There's still plenty of lip balm left. So let's see, I guess I could use my pinky. My pinky works all right. And it does go back down really, really well. It does have a much bigger lid, as you can see here, a much bigger lip for the lid to fit on. So it is much more secure. Yeah, that's a secure lid right there. And quite frankly, this is the most hydrating one, I think. It's so thick. And I think that's what makes it so hydrating. It goes on really, really thick, very smooth, very luscious, very luxurious. This one is not vegan. It does contain beeswax. And it is handmade by a very, very small team in, they're either in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Minnesota. They're in the Twin Cities. Love their whole brand, love their whole business. And spoiler alert, this might be my favorite, because I have some critiques about the other ones too. After that, I tried this one from Indigo River Co. They reached out to me on Instagram and like, we would love to send you some soap. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll take some soap. I'll give it a quick review. And they threw this in. I was not expecting to get it. This one is also not vegan. It does contain honey. Wow, I have really loved this one. I particularly love this one because it does have honey in it. It's naturally flavored. Some of these other ones, like you can tell they're artificially flavored, even if by essential oils. I love that this one is naturally flavored. I find this one a little bit hard to push up. Not terrible. As you can see, I got it all the way up eventually, but it is a little stiff. Yeah, and it's kind of stiff going back down too. Uh-oh. Yeah, it also made a mess, so that's not great for the design there. Ooh, I don't want to waste that, so I'm gonna put some of this on my lips right now. I guess you can get a gander at the consistency on my finger. The honey flavor is so nice. That one is also really, really thick, a really, really hydrating consistency. It's also a very, very smooth texture, very luscious. Now, one of the big perks of this tube though is my finger does fit in there. It doesn't get stuck on my knuckle, but quite frankly, it's not as bad as I remember. I don't really love these like ultra thick ones. I do prefer ones this size, and it's honestly not that different now that I'm looking at it, but have to say, I like the smaller size better. So really my only critique slash maybe some advice with this one is don't push it up too far because it doesn't like to go back in the tube very easily. And now I got the tube all greasy, so that's not good. Don't do that. After that, I tried this one from J&L Naturals, which I actually got from the website Fjord. I make some UGC content for her and sent me this from one of her pieces of content, and I have been loving it ever since. This one is bergamot and lavender, and it's very, 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 very strong lavender. Really, really tiny tubes, like it's a great like travel size. Let's see, I can easily push it too far. Oh no, can I get it back in? Okay, it goes down really easily. Just don't push it all the way out and you should be good. This one is also vegan. It is natural. It is also in cardboard. It's not certified cruelty-free though. But my biggest critique with this one, it's really, really gritty. It's not unpleasant. It kind of feels like a lip exfoliator, which I'm not sure is the point. I think if it was marketed as an exfoliant, it wouldn't have taken me so much by surprise, but it definitely caught me off guard. And I'm just like, you know what? It does kind of feel like an exfoliant. And I thought it was gonna go away. Thought maybe like it's just a one-time thing, like because it was new, it kind of crusted over on top. But I've used this for several weeks now and it's still gritty. I don't hate it, but I also don't necessarily love it. Therefore, I don't necessarily reach for this one all that often because of the texture, but it is a great flavor and it does keep my lips hydrated, moisturized. It goes on really thick as well. It's very hydrating, but I just wish it was smoother and more creamy texture, I suppose. And lastly for today is Blue Heron Botanicals. I got so many requests for me to try this one in the original video, specifically this flavor. This flavor is Coastal Berry, and it is a very nice flavor. I ordered this from their website and it arrived in like a day or two. I was like, oh my gosh, this small business has such quick shipping, how cool. And then I was looking at the tube and I'm like, Blue Lake. I live just down the road from this business and I didn't know until it arrived on my doorstep. So I could have gone and picked it up myself, but like how cool. So many people recommended this business to me and it's local to me. So now I know where to get some more. The flavor is excellent. Is this one vegan? It is vegan. And this tube is really unique. It's a little squeeze tube, like the frozen popsicles that you'd get in school. Is that like an early 2000s thing? So yeah, you just push up from the bottom. Does it go back down? I think so. But then some does kind of get stuck in the cap. I don't know if you can see that in there. So I wouldn't recommend pushing this one up more than you absolutely need to. I find it hydrating. I find it moisturizing. I love that flavor. The flavor is also kind of nostalgic, very early 2000s. Kind of reminds me of a Lip Smackers. This one too, this has got to be the most secure cap on a paper lip balm. It goes on there and it very clearly like clicks into place and it is so sturdy. I've had this one in my purse for weeks. Never have to worry about the cap falling off, therefore melting all over my purse. So I think this one's got the best lid. My only critique with this one, truly just one critique, is I wish it was thicker. I know I complained about this one being too thick. This one is too thin. Like comparing it to this, look how small that is. It's so small. And I really don't like it. It just feels weird. It feels like a child's lip balm or something. If the tube was just like a little bit thicker, this might be my perfect lip balm, maybe. With all that being said, which ones are my favorite? To be honest, I don't mind any of these. A couple from the first round, I was like, yeah, I genuinely don't like this and I will probably actually not finish it. All 5 of these, pleasant. I will use them all. These 2 are my least favorite for different reasons. This one, really not that hydrating over time. I feel like I have to apply it way too often, and I also don't like the little tiny lid. It's not a bad lip balm, but a few critiques from me. And this one, honestly, it really just comes down to the texture. The texture is gritty, and it's a little bit unpleasant. Everything else, though, was great. Hydrating, love the packaging. Honestly, I think this one is probably the best packaging. It is the size that I like the diameter. It's a very secure lid that's not falling off, and I can fit my finger in there without my knuckle getting stuck or anything like that. So great packaging, but wish they would improve the texture. After that, I think I am gonna say the honeycomb lip balm from Indigo River Co. Honestly, just because how thick it is. I really don't like how thick it is. But it is a great lip balm. Love the honey flavor. The honey flavor actually can become a little bit overpowering, not gonna lie. But I do enjoy it. I find it hydrating, but not quite the most hydrating. So it's getting up there in terms of how much I like it, not quite my favorite. Still a really great lip balm though. And then I think in second place is gonna be Blue Heron Botanicals. It's a hard decision between these last 2, but really it comes down to I do not like how tiny this is. It is just so small. I really don't like that aspect of it. And I do find that this one is the most hydrating. If this one was even more hydrating, like same level of hydration as this one, they would probably be a tie. But because it's not quite the most hydrating lip balm I've ever tried, and it's really small and narrow, it's coming in second place, but flavor, excellent. I do still love the texture of it, love the lid, love the business, so still really high marks for me. And my favorite, honestly, out of all the lip balms that I have tried in this series thus far, this is my favorite one. in cardboard. I do have a more favorite lip balm of all time. It comes in plastic. It is a small business that is made in Lake Tahoe called Tahoe Hemp Company. It's made with like hemp butter. It is so luscious and smooth. I apply it like once a week. Truly, it leaves my lips so hydrated and moisturized. This one too, I have to apply it very infrequently. It really gets the job done. I love the size of it. It is a perfect size. I wish the tube was like slightly bigger just so my finger could fit in there, but like my pinky does. It'll get the job done. My biggest critique when it comes to lip balm is how hydrating is it? Is it gonna leave my lips moisturized? Do I have to put it on frequently or like once a day? And also what is the texture like? Like, is it smooth? Is it gritty? Is it luscious? This hits all of the marks for me. Again, my only critique is the packaging, and I'm excited to try more flavors of this one for sure. Honestly, more flavors of Blue Heron as well. Use what works best for you. If you like a medium container or a small container or a really, really fat lip balm, whatever works for you. These are all great choices. I have had them all for several months now. This one I've used the most. I used it very frequently when we lived in the RV, and I've still only used half of it. They all last quite a long time. They are all small businesses. They are all very clearly made with love. I love all of these. Just one quick message about consuming these products. Please only buy what you need. If you already have a stash of lip balm at home, say you already use Chapstick brand or Burt's Bees or whatever it may be, use that first. It is more sustainable to use that all the way and then throw away the empty tubes or recycle them through programs like TerraCycle instead of throwing away a brand new lip balm just to buy another brand new lip balm because it comes in cardboard. Use your more unsustainable ones first, and then when you are in the market, opt for something more sustainable. Is shopping gonna get us out of the climate crisis? Absolutely not, but if you're gonna buy something out of necessity, you might as well buy the more eco option. If you need a lip balm, buy one that comes in cardboard instead of that comes in plastic. If you need toothpaste, buy toothpaste tabs instead of a toothpaste tube. You get the idea. If it's something you need, you might as well buy the more eco-friendly version once you run out of the unsustainable one. Now, if you do want to buy any of these brands in the future, or if you are in the market right now, all of my links down below are affiliate links, which means it costs you no extra money, but I get a small commission based off of your purchase. So your purchase of these products does help support me. If you have more eco lip balms that you would like me to try, definitely leave them down below. I will give it a year or two for me to work through these first, and then I will try some more eco brands in the future when the time comes. So let me know your favorite brands. I did go back and read the comments of that first video to find out that a lot of people wanted me to test out this brand. So I do read the comments. I will take it into consideration for future videos. So let me know your favorite brands. But that is all that I have for today. Thank you for coming along with me to test out these lip balms and review them with you. I hope that you enjoyed it, found some value in it. I will see you in the next video though. But until then, remember that your small actions make a big difference in the long run. Bye guys. Oh, right. If there's one, okay, I'll try again. Yeah. We're gonna go in chronological order and